What's up, everyone? It's Austin, and we are back with another episode of my $10 PlayStation Collection series. We started off with a $10 bill. We went to pawn shops, thrift stores, game stores, looking for anything that we could flip, and then we used that flipped profit to purchase and buy PlayStation games and building a huge catalog. I don't have too much to go over for this week. It's been super hot this summer, very humid in the Midwest area, and I feel like there is like a summer slowdown when it comes to finding items at thrift stores and pawn shops. People probably aren't donating as much, and video games are just harder to find or in circulation. But we're going to continue doing what we always do, check out some stores and see if we can find some deals. But without further ado, let's just jump into the collection and see what we sold for this week. Here at the Game Showcase, we just made 4 sales. They're all going to be down here. First game is this Red Dead Redemption 2. This one sold for $17.50. Picked it up for around $3 at a thrift store. The second item we sold is this NBA 2K25 on the PlayStation 4, and this one sold for $19.50. So not bad at all. The next game we sold is going to be this Call of Duty Ghost for around $18. And we got this one for around $3 or $4. The last game we sold is this Minecraft on the PlayStation 4, disc only for $17.50. Let's go ahead and get all this stuff packaged and shipped. After eBay fees and shipping, this is how much we'll get to add back to the game fund. This week decided to check out this Pawn America store, and it's actually July 4th weekend. Turns out that they're giving everyone with an account $25 in rewards to use only for this weekend. So that's huge. That's like pretty much getting some free games. Today is the last day, so I gotta use it now and just pick up some stuff just to add to the collection. Looking up here, we got some PS5 games. I don't think I saw anything too crazy. Maybe I can grab this Gran Turismo Sport for PS4, Crash, Insane Trilogy for $10. Doesn't seem too bad. Some WWE games. Could consider grabbing that one or this Last Stand Aftermath game. Nice. I'm gonna keep digging around though. I'm gonna look to only spend like $25 so that we really don't have to spend anything out of pocket. Gun for $8, but in terrible condition. Got Donkey Kong Country. A couple of PS2 games. This thing's been here for a while. Along with this Innocent Life game. And then we got a couple of Switch games for pretty cheap, around 15 to 25. And then down here I got a copy of Halo 2, but this Ultimate Ninja Storm 3, which I don't think I have yet. We'll debate on that one. $5 is really cheap. Bully for $20, not bad. Maybe I should look for like some sealed games as well, which could hold a bit more value. I don't really have much time today to look either, so I'm just gonna rush through it. I think I'm most interested in this Gran Turismo Sport sealed for $10. And maybe we'll even go with this Crash Insane Trilogy. I also saw this Last Stand, which I am interested in as well. Then they got some cartridge games over here, which I didn't really see too much or anything worth picking up. Nice little DS right there. This week I decided to check out a Walmart store, just kind of shopping around, and I always stop by the video games section. We're looking at the discount rack right now. It's just kind of lower end games. I don't think a lot of these even are on sale, but some of them are. We got some PlayStation games up here and some lower end titles. even some PS5 games at around $20. And then we have some games at around the $10 mark. First one I'm seeing is Five Nights at Freddy's for 10 bucks. Could be just some fun games to add to our collection. I've actually never played a Five Nights at Freddy's game. I don't know if it's like the first or the second one. I don't know if they upgraded this game at all. But when did this release? We'll hang on this one for now. And then a couple more PS4 games, a couple of PS5 games. And we got another game right here, this Rainbow Six Siege for $10. I think this one does value for around 25 to 30 sealed. And yeah, it could be another one to pick up for a low price. Other than that, on a Undisputed game right here for 15. I don't think that's really worth grabbing. Star Wars Outlaws and Tekken 8 for 20. Then we got some Switch games, which I was hoping they would have had some more Switch games on sale. I got this Monopoly triple pack for $9. And then I also saw this Just Dance 2024. This one actually does value for around like 25 to 30, but a really slow seller. Was considering picking it up just to flip, but yeah, I don't think it's worth doing. Over on this aisle, we got the actual sections for the games and the consoles, but I don't think I saw anything too interesting. Switch 2 games and Switch 1 games all grouped together. And then we got the PS4 section, PS5 section. I'll check that out. They've got some copies of Black Flag resynced. It's definitely in like a slipcover box, but I think it would be cool if it was a steel book. It just includes like some posters and art books and digital content. And it looks like they do not have any Xbox One games. Got a PlayStation section over here. I've been wanting to get some kind of like light up thing to decorate the shelf with, but they're super expensive, like 30, 40 bucks for this PS1 clock. I also saw some of these bobblehead mystery boxes down here. I think I'm gonna grab one of these just to decorate the shelf with. Let's pick this one. You got 6 characters you can possibly pull. And yeah, could be something fun. I don't think I'm going to include it in the PlayStation collection, but I just wanted to pick it up and throw it on the shelf. Yeah, I think we're just going to be coming away with these 2 games for about $10 a piece. Made our way back to the car and gonna open this up, see what kind of cool little figure we got for this. And go ahead and take this out. We got the Ghost of Yotai character. I played Ghost of Tsushima, but not this one yet. This was probably not the one I was wanting, but we'll take it. Still a very popular game, and we'll just throw this on the shelf. Maybe we'll pick up some more too and collect all of them, I guess. Here we are at the game showcase, and things have definitely picked up this summer with sales. So far we got 3 more sales, and first one's gonna be this Punisher, brand new and sealed. This one sold for $28. Not too bad. Picked it up for $3 at a pawn shop. The second item we sold is this Spider-Man Miles Morales, and this one sold for $16.50. Picked it up for about $3 at a pawn shop. And then the last item we sold is this Maze Runner Trilogy. Really nice one to have. Comes with all 3 movies. And we sold this one for $26. Picked it up for about $4 or $5 at a thrift store. Let's go ahead and get these 3 packaged and shipped. After eBay fees and shipping, this is how much we'll get to add back to the game fund. For this week, we decided to make a visit to a GameStop, and they're currently having their 4 for $20 deal. So if you grab 4 games for under $10, we'll be getting them all for $5 a piece. Taking a look in the PlayStation section now, and they had a decent amount of PS1 games. I found this Tetris, the next Tetris, for $9.99. So debated on grabbing that one. Found this Jet Moto game right here, and then we got this Croc Legend of the Gobos game for under $10. Really interesting one, so I picked it up. Small selection of PlayStation Vita games. I've actually been seeing more Vita games at GameStops recently, along with PSP. And I found this Hot Shots tennis game for under $10. Did not know they made a tennis game, so we're gonna go ahead and pick this one up too. Taking a look in the PlayStation 3 section next, and I didn't see too much. I did find this Metal Gear HD collection along with some God of War games. They also did have the Skylander Giants game, but not really worth picking up. Taking a look in the PlayStation 2 section now, and they had some interesting titles like this Puzzle Quest. Hadn't seen this one before. I also saw this Street Fighter Alpha anthology for $20. Very interesting to see the kind of games that are getting traded into a GameStop. Found Knights of the Old Republic and was debating on picking this one up. Just a classic for sure. They actually had a nice selection of Xbox 360 games. First game I saw was Juiced 2, and I don't see this one too often. Apparently it does value for around $15 to $20. Missing the manual on this one though. They had a small side rack over here promoting these 4 for $20 games, and I got Dragon Age Veilguard. This game is always super cheap. For this week, we're checking out this Level Up store and looking at the PlayStation section. Got a decent selection of PS5 games. Didn't really see anything that stood out though. This Legend of Legacy remaster for $28, and then Lost Souls along with this Predator. In the PS4 section, I didn't see much either. I haven't seen this one before. But over here in the PS3 section, I did find something that I need. And it's gonna be this right here. Probably our first Twisted Metal game for our collection at $20. Not even sure if that's a good price or not, but it is complete with the manual, so we will be grabbing this. I probably won't come across this ever again. Time Crisis. I haven't seen that one before. And then over here in the PS2 section, I did find something else. I don't see this Extreme Legends too much either for Dynasty Warriors 5. But we are going to be grabbing a game down here, and it's going to be this Sly 3. Unfortunately, this one does not have the manual though. But at $20, I feel like that's still a decent price. I mean, if we do ever come across this game with a manual, I can swap it out, but condition's pretty good too. We've only found one Sly game so far, which was the first one. So let's go ahead and add this one to our pile of games as well. Good selection of PSP games. Liberation. I've never seen this Assassin's Creed Bloodlines before. Wow, it's actually like a third-person game too. Another cool find is this Like a Dragon Steelbook for $10. It's actually not a bad price, but I think I'm gonna pass on it. We are now back in the game room, and that wraps up the game hunting for this week. Another successful one, I'd say. Let's take some time now to go over all our pickups. Starting off at a Pawn America store, we had a $25 coupon to use for July 4th weekend only. That's actually a huge amount of money that the store is giving out for free. We were able to pick up 3 games. We got Crash Insane Trilogy on the PS4. This is just a must-have for my PlayStation collection. It comes with Crash Bandicoot, Crash 2, and Crash Warped. Then we got Gran Turismo Sport, brand new and sealed for 10 bucks. These games look amazing and run great, especially in VR and if you have the whole driving setup. And then we picked up The Last Stand Aftermath on PS5, and it's pretty much a top-down zombie survival roguelike. A little bit of State of Decay elements in there too, where you go scavenging and stuff. Graphics look really good, and it would be a nice one to just pop in the PlayStation and try out for a bit. Then we went to a Walmart and actually picked up some games for around 10 bucks a piece. Anytime I do find some good deals, I'll try to record and pick them up. We got Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. Have not played any of these games, but these were very popular in like the 2010s. And then we also got Rainbow Six Siege. I don't know too much about these games either, but I know they're still very popular, great multiplayer games. We then made our way to a GameStop. They've been having sales like every single week, so want to take advantage of it as much as I can because you can get some amazing deals. Like this PlayStation 1 game, Croc, seems to be some kind of 3D platformer. They made a lot of 3D platformers back in this era, and yeah, nice one just to add to the collection. We got Hot Shots Tennis. I did not know they made a tennis game. And on the PSP, the graphics were definitely ahead of its time for a handheld. I did pick up this copy of Juiced 2. I feel like they made so many like import racing games on the Xbox 360. This one does value for around like 15 bucks. And then lastly, we got Dragon Age The Veilguard for super cheap. I'm not sure how well this game got reviewed or how well it plays. I feel like the price for this game went down immediately after release, but the graphics and art style I do really like. I haven't played much of Dragon Age. I played Origins for a bit and some of Inquisition, so I don't know how well this game stacks up. And then for our last visit, we went to a Level Up game store. Again, some of my favorite game stores around the city. And we got some games that we can actually mark off of our list. We got Sly 3, Honor Among Thieves for $20, and this one was regarded as probably the least popular in the series. Still a great game though, all the games on the PS2. It's your 3D stealth platformer game, and it kind of simplifies a lot of the stealth and platforming because you do get a gang of 7 different characters, all with special abilities, and I guess that kind of takes away from the game and the story. But yeah, all in all, a great one to add to the collection. And then the last game we picked up was Twisted Metal on the PlayStation 3. It was great to see this game return on a newer platform. The graphics and gameplay look amazing. It's still your vehicular combat game, and with the PlayStation 3 comes more multiplayer capabilities. And that's what this game really tried to strive towards. There's 16 player max online, which is insane. There's a lot of vehicles you can pick from with different abilities as well. So they designed this game for a lot of variety, and I can definitely see it being a ton of fun. And that's all the games we picked up. Not too much for this week, which is okay because we got some great titles. We got 1 Twisted Metal and 1 Sly Cooper game that we can mark on our list. We're still missing, I think, 2 more Sly Cooper games. There actually is one on the PlayStation 3, so we'll be looking out for that one as well. I'm glad we're finally picking up some Twisted Metal games too. But that right there wraps up my video for this week. Hope you guys are still tuning in and enjoying these videos, and I'll see you all on the next one.